We're going to look at the buy, sell, holds, and trades from Week 4 fantasy football for the Monday night games, also the Sunday night game included. Before we dig in, though, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're looking at the waiver wire extensively every single day, video by video. On top of that, we're helping you find those gems by doing deep dives on all the trending players. And we're going to help you set your lineups by looking at every single matchup throughout the season. Click that button. Stop missing out. Ric Flair's watching. You do not want to disappoint Ric Flair. First game we're looking at today, Jets, Dolphins, 21-27. First thing we want to talk about is Tyreek Hill. He's done. We already know that. 6 balls caught, 6-7 yards. Pretty good chance he's out for the year. Jalen Waddle, 6 targets, 3 balls caught, 48 yards. Should be seeing some work. Darren Waller comes in with 2 touchdowns. He's a tight end 1 for the week. He's a pickup off the waiver wire. He's going to get a lot of work. Hill's out. They targeted Jonnu Smith a lot last year. Darren Waller's going to get a lot of work. We already did a You Need video on him earlier in the season. He kind of catfished the first couple games of the year. Now he's back out there. Malik Washington is somebody to pay attention to. He could be sneaking some routes on the field. Very good wide receiver. We're going to be doing a You Need video on him. He's more for deeper leagues right now initially, unless you're looking for a stash play. I think the workload is going to be funneled mainly Waddle, Waller, and Malik Washington will be volatile. Nick Westbrook is someone to pay attention to as a dark horse to emerge in this offense. You're looking at the run here. Devin Achan, 99 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown. He also had 1 ball caught for 2 yards. He got you done in fantasy. He did well. 6 carries for Ollie Gordon. You're not expecting him to carry load. Dolphins had a decent lead throughout the game, but not enough to really allow Ollie to pound it out late. And now you're looking at Justin Fields and the Jets here on the other side. 226 yards through the air with a touchdown. He rushed for 81 and a touchdown as well. That 43-yard long touchdown run was nasty. Breece Hall got you there this week. 81 rushing yards. Also 5 balls caught, 30 yards. Looking solid. And Garrett Wilson is the man in the offense. He is the cornerstone player here. 8 targets, 6 balls caught, 82 yards and a touchdown. You're safe to start him every week because he's getting all the work, all the targets. Mason Taylor is another player to look at off the waiver wire. 7 targets, 5 balls caught, 65 yards. We said to monitor him and watch him throughout the season. The workload's starting to trend up on Mason Taylor. We will have him on Wednesday's waiver wire video. Tomorrow, we're talking running backs and wide receivers, 20 to 30 deep at each position. They each get their own video. That's what we do on Tuesday. Wednesday, Mason Taylor will be in our waiver wire video. So if you're listening now, you got a day up on everybody else in your league because I'm looking at him as a tight end who is on the rise with some upside. And this is a game of 2 tight ends off the waiver wire getting some work here. Tyreek Hill is out for the year, but you're looking at some wide receivers who could step up. Breece Hall got some work. Garrett Wilson has been trusty. And from looking at this Jets and Dolphins game, we got some changes coming along in fantasy football here. And some of these guys we can get off the waiver wire. Road Dog City, Bengals, Broncos. And the Broncos killed it in this matchup. They had the upper hand. I was waiting this whole game for this game to wrap up so I can just do this video. That's how bad it was. Bo Nix was all right. He had some sketchy moments, especially that interception in the red zone. 326 yards, 2 touchdowns. Had the rushing touchdown. He got you there. He got you there in fantasy. So didn't J.K. Dobbins. Over 100 yards on the ground. He also got a little bit in the passing game with a catch. R.J. Harvey, 58 rushing yards. Got a lot of work in the second half. And he also got 4 balls, 40 yards, and got that touchdown. R.J. Harvey got you there as well. If you started him, if you're in a best ball league, you're going to see his name shine up there unless you're jacked at running back. And you're looking at these wide receivers. Cortland Sutton got you there. 5 balls caught, 81 yards, and a touchdown, which is nice in a game script like this. Game scripts like this kill wide receivers. You don't need to pump out the volume. Marvin Mims is back. 12.9 PPR fantasy points off 6 targets. Troy Franklin got 8 targets in this matchup. He got into the fairway. Nothing to help you win your matchup, though. 4 balls caught, 55 yards. RJ Harvey, like we said, got the touchdown. After that, there's Evan Ingram not doing much with 7 targets. On the Bengals side, rough. 125 total yards among these wide receivers and running backs. Chase Brown, 6 points receiving, 4 points rushing. So he got you to the fairway. He's not winning any matchups. You're not happy about it, but you're barely on the fairway with Chase Brown with a 10 spot. T. Higgins got you 6. Jamar Chase got you 7. And it was ugly. It was ugly. Hopefully he didn't start Jake Browning. I would not pick him up off waivers, even though I'm seeing in the waiver wire articles this week a lot of sites still recommending him. I think he's totally dead for fantasy football. I would not touch him unless I'm in a super deep, super flex league, and I have to, but I'm in a rough spot anyways if I have to. But still, Bengals got road dogged by the Denver Broncos. Last night's game ended in a tie. We hit the over. I was wrong on this game script because I was struggling looking at this game, wondering how the points were going to be scored. And I was worried about the Cowboys too much because of the injuries, not just Lamb, but to the offensive line. They came into this banged up. It did not matter. They moved the football. 319 yards, 3 touchdowns by Dak Prescott. Javonte Williams, 85 yards and a touchdown. Pickens went off. 8 balls caught, 134 yards and 2 touchdowns. Had a lot of start-sit questions with him. And usually in those, they were just blessed at wide receiver. So I kind of gave them a bunch of different scenarios. I had Pickens as the upside gamble play because that's what he is. He either gets you 25 plus or 5. And that's really where he's at. But he's actually been very consistent the last few weeks. 11 targets here. So expect him to get hyper-targeted. On Saturday, I did a unique video on Jalen Tolbert. He was the #1 trending player on Sleeper. So I was like, oh, I got to pump that out. And I also had a couple questions on him. He got you to the fairway, and that's very fine considering the Packers' defense here, considering George Pickens getting 11 targets, Fergie Ferg getting 7. Fergie Ferg got you a touchdown. It's been a long time since he did that. 7 balls caught, 40 yards, and a touchdown. After that, Turpin got a little bit of work, but after Turpin, you're not seeing much out of the wide receivers. You're going over here to Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdowns, 86 yards, 4 balls caught, 71 yards, 3 touchdowns by Romeo Doubs. Everybody's going to be getting him off the waiver wire. Matthew Golden had that big play, 5 balls caught, 58 yards. Came close to breaking out here. 6 targets. We're watching him, but it's the carousel effect. Any wide receiver can get it, and it happened here. 1 wide receiver went off. 1 wide receiver was so-so, and then we got that 1 bust, and that is the Packers, and it's going to be hard to predict. Tucker Kraft got you to the fairway. 5 balls caught, 56 yards, and you're watching Emmanuel Wilson getting some work. Josh Jacobs had to leave for like a cut or something for a few minutes. All in all, this was one of the funnest games of the season. Those are the buy, sells, holds, and trades for fantasy football for week 4. Sunday night game, Monday night game. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.